Welcome to another edition of Sun News Today. I'm Chris LaGrand, where we're coming to you from Stanford University here in Palo Alto, California. This is one of the most prestigious universities, and students come from all over the world to be educated here. Stanford has more than 20 libraries, and right now the library system is going through a major high-tech transformation. And thanks to technology developed in part by Sun Microsystems, Stanford is building the library of the future. Stanford's libraries are starting a new chapter in the way they operate. The university's traditional library services are branching out and becoming more high-tech, meaning students, teachers, and the general public will have access to millions of books any time of the day or night. Stanford is in the process of building its first digital library, and it's on track to become one of the largest online repositories in the world. Michael Keller is the Stanford librarian leading the effort to build the university's digital library. He says the face of the traditional library is changing thanks to the rapid development of the internet.
We now have to understand the library not just as a physical facility with collections of books and archival papers and manuscripts and so forth, but as well a digital library that's purveyed primarily on the network, that is supplementary to and complementary of the physical library.
Over the years, Stanford's libraries have amassed a collection totaling more than 8 million volumes, and it continues to grow at a rate of roughly 110,000 per year. Part of the university's collection includes many historic books and manuscripts from many well-known authors. The university says preserving these archives is critical for future generations.
We are, in effect, cultural custodians of these institutions. Now, as more and more of the literature of our culture is digital, born digital, or delivered in digital form, we have to concern ourselves with the preservation of those digital records of our civilization.
Stanford began digitizing books and journals back in the 70s, but a massive digitization process started several years ago when the university teamed up with Google. The search engine company is helping Stanford scan large portions of its library collection. Advanced technology developed by Sun Microsystems is also playing a vital role in building Stanford's library of the future. Sun's hardware is being used to store between 40 and 100 terabytes of information, which is an enormous amount of data. Kevin Roebuck is the business development manager for e-learning and libraries at Sun Microsystems. He's working closely with Stanford on its groundbreaking online repository and says Sun Technology is giving the university a reliable platform for it to succeed.
Sun has a long history with Stanford University, and we jointly share a vision, I think, of information technology and access to really human knowledge, no matter where it is on the planet, and getting access to it from any device. So this project at Stanford is helping to actually build, the next generation of digital content and digital delivery mechanisms for teaching and learning.
Sun has given us the reliable and consistent platform on top of which we can do the creative and innovative work we need to do to make a digital repository really work and to prove that it works to others around us. So the Sun contribution to this is very significant.
We put in a new color skin right down here in the bottom. You can just flip between kind of the
Sun's
original.
partner Groxis is also helping Stanford when it comes to searching for items in the digital library. The company developed a visualization interface called Grokr, which can retrieve information from multiple digital libraries and present them in visual form. Typical search engines force you to wade through page after page of links, but the Grokr interface presents information in categories. The indexing tool runs on Sun's Java technology, and the CEO of Groxis says it's a powerful educational tool.
Being able to bring those all together in a single place and provide a visual search capability to the students, that solves a big problem. That gets them to all of the information in one place and then gives them an interface to actually be able to manage and effectively leverage all of that information for their work.
Stanford's Library of the Future is slowly taking shape, and by 2007, the university hopes to have 8 million books online. Michael Keller says he's proud of the work he and his colleagues are doing, changing the thinking around the traditional library and molding the new library of the 21st century. Emerging technologies are making this all possible, and it will have a far-reaching impact on research and learning.
we have a single merged operation here. And we therefore reach out to our students and our faculty wherever they happen to be on campus, and indeed wherever they happen to be in the world. So we can end up serving information to them, information they need for their studies, for their research, information they need to communicate among themselves and with their colleagues in their research disciplines in ways that formerly we were unable to do.
And that's going to do it for this edition of Sun News Today, where we're coming to you from Stanford University. I'm Chris LaGrand. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time for another edition of Sun News Today.